Hey, you! Leave your axe at the door. Oh, good adventurers. stew and ale. Got bits, but not for him. Oh, goody. Adventurers. haven't got a menu, got stew and ale. Hey, you! Leave your axe at the door.
Well, we kind of changed the ruling for week to week basis, so I hope you all didn't forget your random fact about your character. Um, but if you did, I'll give you a little bit of time to think about it while I uh, describe what happened last time. So we had these individuals, these five adventurers that have been doing various tasks around the town of Thaymarsh in the southern area of Faerun, had an encounter with a lost boat that sailed and semi crashed into the docks of the pier. And when people went to investigate, it seemed like there was no crew on this boat from on this shipment from Baldur's Gate. And everyone had heard of rumors going around of someone invading and destroying the city of Baldur's Gate. Um, and so this drew some suspicion, and uh, three of the members went on board to check out what had happened. Um, and after one of the helpers of the docks went down to the hull of the ship, they didn't come back. And so when another person went to check on them, they saw a gruesome sight and called for a healer. And while people were going out and getting a healer, the three were readying themselves to find out what terrors awaited below deck. Once the uh, cleric and the paladin showed up to defend whatever it was that had terrorized these crew members, um, they went down and discovered that there was a large fiend under the under deck, um, that was feasting on the dock helpers that just went down to investigate. They had a battle. It was a little bit of back and forth. Some lesser fiends showed up and caused mayhem, but the five heroes uh, disposed of the fiends on the ship, each one with its death evaporated in flame and smoke. Um, and they did a little bit of investigating. Unfortunately, the shipment to Thaymarsh from Baldur's Gate was ruined. Nothing was salvageable, uh, and this would be a large blow to the economy of Thaymarsh. Um, you also found that the uh, already dead crew members of the ship were um, from the Flaming Fists from Baldur's Gate, so that confirmed rumors that said that something fiendish showed up and obliterated everyone, and some of it is seeping out into the world. Um, they took this report back to the harbor master, and the harbor master told everyone that this was a sign, a calling, uh, call to action for these five heroes to venture out and follow in the footsteps of the Faerun's eminent wardens, to go out, find various items that have been plaguing the lands, and destroy them to bring back the powers and the memories of the people of Faerun. And we ended with everyone deciding where to go. There was some discussion about names. I'm not sure if you landed on one, but um, we can probably talk about it after the session. Um, but for now, we will start with. Should we go in an order, or should we just roll like we'd usually roll for recounting the last session.
We can roll. That sounds fun.
Okay, everyone roll a d20. Highest goes first.
Aja.
It makes them colors.
Ash,
Whatever
did you
color
roll?
we have.
Oh, yeah.
I have not.
Oh,
Okay,
that's right, Aja and Asha.
Yep. Aja, what
We're
is
kind of
a
going in
fact about...
Alphabetical order, anyways, I guess. Oh no, because Loki's last. So Aja, a fun fact about Aja is, well, we already know that her favorite color is red. Let's see here.
These could be...
a fun fact about her is that she writes to her family like every week. Like she writes a bunch of letters every day about what she's done and her experiences and such. And when she's in town, she sends them off post to be able to deliver those messages. Sometimes she tries to get an animal to do it, but like, you know, I guess that's how she used to do it, was like she would send an animal to deliver the messages, but too many times like the animals would like steal the money that she would also include or eat the cookies that she would provide, like she would also send, and she would like only get like half eaten letters from like her family in response. And so it's like, yeah, it's not really, you can't really trust animals for everything. So, yeah. She's very family oriented. Like she's always writing letters to her parents, and they'll send her like care packages sometimes, and always like, you know, asking if she's settled down yet, and the answer is always like, no, never.
All right, Ash.
Ash really hates pickles. Anything pickle, but especially pickles, because that's their name.
All right. Well, you are going to love half of a charcuterie board. Metal skin. Mr. Metalskin, Mr.
Cthulhu.
Boom.
Does he disappear? Okay.
I don't know.
Sheila.
Sheila, as we learned last time, can speak Infernal, but the reality is she only speaks informal Infernal. She doesn't speak formal Infernal because that wasn't the kind of Infernal that was spoken at home, and she left home pretty early, so she's only really proficient in informal Infernal. That's just a little fact about her.
When talking to devils, do you get a bit of scoffing with like, oh, you don't know the formal?
You know what? She tries not to let him know that, but most devils are they're pretty crass individuals. They're pretty, you know, they're not exactly, it's the higher demons, the real high demons that she's going to have trouble with. But the base levels, the base level devils are pretty much only informal infernal.
Is it like the Korean language where it's like, you know, if the demons are older than you, then you have to speak in a formal language unless you know them, like, you know, like their family or friends, then you can speak to them in formal.
Could be, but basically, you know, the informal infernal is pretty much just it's an insult language. So all interpersonal communication is in the form of insult.
Ah.
Yeah.
I see.
which hasn't hurt her stand-up act at all.
How do people react to you speaking Infernal on stage?
You know, usually they don't even notice if they've had enough to drink. Sometimes they know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay. Loki.
I like poetry.
Do you have?
I dabble.
Do you have a favorite poet or a favorite poetry bit?
No, not really a favorite. I just I just like making up little poems and I read them when I can.
Okay.
Read.
Well, if you work at it enough, you'll become a poet and not even know it.
I think I already know I am a poet.
Did Meadowskin come back?
Yeah, I did. I
Okay.
am.
Do you have a fun fact about yourself?
I do not, in fact, have metal skin.
All right, that is
Ah,
pretty important.
Why
to
are you?
know.
Why is your?
revelation.
Oh, right, because you wear armor. That's right.
Spoilers.
That's what he said last time.
Yep.
Thank
No,
you for clearing that up.
Yep.
The clearing up the skin thing. Yeah.
You can call me Metal Skin. Why?
All right. So you have your items. You did a little bit of shopping before you head out, and you were trying to decide on where to go next. So after you do your market business, you can all meet up in an area and decide what to do next.
All signs seem point to Baldur's Gate.
Well, but that's not. I thought we were headed to Kellenport.
Who?
All of us.
Why?
That's what the. That's what the one guy, the
Oh,
dog
yes, the
keeper.
harbor master suggested
Yes.
that we go there, didn't he?
Yes.
When?
Ah,
Jesus Christ. Fucking.
I just remembered. Never mind. Yes. Jesus.
Do you have like ADHD or something? What the?
Maybe.
Yes,
What
that's
Harbor Mister say?
We
Well,
go to
that-
Gellendorf.
to Kellenport.
I don't think he said that
too.
quite exactly.
But anyone know how to get to Kellenport?
I could teleport us.
Can you?
That sounds efficient. Is there any side effects that we should know about, or
I have this helm of teleportation, and there's a permanent circle there.
Well, there we go. But will this helm teleport all of us or just you?
Hang on. I gotta open the page.
Do you know if there's a height limit for taking the teleportation?
You could always
Up
crouch.
to 8 willing creatures.
There we go.
Fine print. Up to 8 feet of willing creatures.
There we go.
If you target an object, it must be able to fit entirely inside a 10-foot cube.
So you'll have to like group up then.
Yes, you'll have to fold in half.
No, that's only for object.
Oh, I see. Do we need to hold hands or something, or it's just go?
No, you just have to
There's no
say
place
that
to
you are willing.
All right.
You should bring consent form.
We hug together tightly.
Raise your hand if you consent to teleportation.
As part of your materials now, you're gonna have to keep consent forms on you at all times.
I know.
Yeah, do it. Fill
Do I
out
have to
the
sign
form.
something?
Yes, I consent. Raise my hand.
Can I read the terms and conditions? No, never
Nobody
mind.
read those terms and
That's true.
conditions.
Nah,
We
that's
don't have
alright.
time for that. Or
No
maybe we
time.
do. I don't know.
No time. Let's just go.
All right. Everyone got everything you need? Turned off all your ovens?
I wish I had an oven, but no, I have everything I need.
Yeah.
I casted the spell.
Alright. We'll stand around Ashe as she uses the item at her helm. Uses the helm. She casts the spell. Nothing happens. You're still in the march.
Ash
Well,
takes her,
fiddlesticks.
takes her
How many-
hat off and like knocks on it. It's never done this before.
Does it take a while?
Stares
Or?
inside of it.
Look, just take it off and then put it back on. Let's see if it works now.
I don't think that will help, but we can try it.
You'd be surprised.
She stares inside the hat for a second and then puts it back on and tries again.
You continue standing around in the market.
Well, are you sure he said we have to go to Kalampur? Because
I mean,
I think he just said we needed to help out.
that's what.
And I
he's-
know of
Yes.
I know of a couple artifacts that we might track down that could help.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's do that then.
Let's see. What is it exactly that I know? Well, at the temple, we know of 4 at the moment that are missing. There is one. Of course, I don't have the map up. Hang on, I'm sorry. Documents.
And these are artifacts that will like help us fight the demons, or they
They are dangerous and powerful artifacts that the few have been tracking down to have destroyed. There is one in the Shaar here nearby. Say sword. We know that it increases your killing power, but also all of these artifacts are very dangerous, even if they have helpful effects. We also know of a prism in somewhere in the Chondath area that contains chaos magic, so likely very unpredictable. And 2 others I believe, that are much farther north. So we should perhaps aim for the closer ones first.
Okay, let's go to the closest one.
All right.
Are we going to walk, or?
We're gonna have to.
Oh, sorry. I guess I assumed that you were teleporting us. Do we have a map?
That's a good question. Did anyone buy a map?
Oh, a map is something you can buy?
I'm sure I
don't
could
even
probably
know.
get one from the temple
Yeah.
if we could copy one down on some
You
part.
say that one we can use.
All right. So stop by temple and then walk. Unless we need boat, then we have to backtrack. But you know,
There's no need of a boat yet. Although we will have to cross a river.
no need for boat. Rivers are no issue.
No,
Never have been.
Are you sure you don't want to get a boat and then we can just get rid of it later and get another one when we need it?
I'm sure there will be boats nearby. I hear they're just stranded all over the place. It's fine.
Okay.
I think there's a story in there somewhere.
Legend. Legend says the mighty few, strand boats to show where they have been and to help those who need boats. Though I personally think they just don't know how to use the boats, but
Here they have boats in the shape of trees these days. All you have to do is shape it a little bit to become a boat.
there was even
Wow.
talk of ice boats. Imagine that ice boat that would have to be so uncomfortable.
Off
Anyways,
to the
temple?
temple.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you, Ash, you head to your temple. The Temple of Mishakal.
Yes.
Life-giving temple. All about nature and giving back to those who.
Helping people.
Yes.
Do you want some cheese? There's plenty of cheese.
They're like cheese in a waiting room at this temple.
I never eat waiting room cheese.
Who knows
I
how
draw
long
the
it's been
line.
out.
That's right. You just can't be too careful.
I mean, I guess it's fine because you're in the right place. You get sick, you're already at the hospital in a sense.
So yeah, you, Ash, you, I don't know if you have them wait somewhere while you go and gather your last bit of supplies. But you manage to find a map that shows the Bayern area. These don't have the marks of what Vasid had of the last group. So you just know general areas. You know the Shaar is somewhere. You know where they'll be here, but the marks aren't shown there. And some general knowledge about the Shaar. If you've spent some time in Thaymarsh, of course you know about this story. It's been told by just people, travelers, want to know about what happened. The bards sing songs about the war of the Shaar Plains. And so centuries ago, several hundred years, there was a war between two factions, dwarves and orcs, and this war was over the legendary sword that was known to cut down their foes easily.
Is it the
And
famous Battle of the Dorks?
sure. And in order to prevent the weapon from causing too much pain and suffering, the god of the dwarves made a decision. Maradin chose to turn all of the orcs to stone, and prevented them from causing any more mayhem. In doing so, he also turned his own dwarven people to stone as well. And so it's pretty much like an elephant graveyard where people avoid it, and you can go to the Shaar Plains and see the many fighters that are locked in time with battling each other. So when Ashe mentions that there's a sword in the Shaar Plains, that recalls that bit of information that you heard over and over. Sometimes it gets a bit fudged. It talks about the animals even turning to stone, or a few of the dwarves get away, but each story is a little bit different. But you know the basics of it. So you have your map, you have your destination. How would you like to get there? Would you like to hoof it, or would you like to get a wagon, rent a cab service?
I heard this area had like spider steeds that you could use.
Really?
Is that true?
No.
Oh, okay.
That is the Underdark, has the spider steeds. I'm sure Aja would be able to tell you about that, how some of her father's people were known to ride spiders. And sometimes they looked like they
Spoilers.
were connected to the spiders.
That was gonna be next week's fun fact.
Well, you can
Gotcha.
remind us.
Okay.
In great detail.
We probably could get like a cart or something to Ormper at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go and find a taxi service to take to Warmper.
Yes.
South.
We look
south
for
where you
Uber.
are.
Is that one of your friends?
No, it's some guy that has carriages. Takes you places.
What is a carriage? Is there
All right, so you find a taxi service that can take you there. This journey will cost you 72 silver each.
Okay.
But it promises yes, each. It promises safe travel.
Is there like a discount for
Is there a limo option?
craftsmen's artisans guild?
Well, they are. If you wanted to go with a shipping company, then they would have connections with the guilds.
I have a couple extra gold. I can help pay for people if you can't afford it.
I can afford it. It's just
I
a lot.
picked up some pretty good coin here in this town.
Is there a more like I don't know, what is it called? Like red eye option. Red eye taxi service, not guaranteed safety.
Let's just get on the cart, honey. I'm gonna throw it.
Is
Oh,
there a
no.
Southwest Airlines service
Yes.
where you could
Are you saying you
maybe
want,
get
like,
to your destination?
you
I'm
want to
looking
ride
for the
dragon?
Spirit Airlines for carriages.
I'm just gonna pay the man 5 gold. Call it good.
Oh, okay. Well, Sheila
Just
has graciously
get
offered
on.
her money to the service as you speak of
Goodness.
better
sake,
ways to
Becky.
get there. It's probably more expensive to fly. Um,
My goodness sakes.
yeah, so if you're all ready, you can have your stuff on the carriage. This price, you get a private service, so you only get.
Oh, we do.
So it's just the 5 of
70
you.
what?
We get a
It's
private
covered.
service.
So it's the 5 of you and the driver, and one of the, and a mercenary, that's man for hire that is that
Very good.
protection that is guaranteed.
Oh yes.
Is he part of the service?
So
How much is it?
I
Sheila
already
covered
did
you.
it,
Too.
You don't have to worry
Oh,
about it.
okay.
I put a tip on too.
Just the tip.
How kind of.
The driver graciously thanks you and is ready to go whenever you are.
I am perfectly ready. If you all the rest of you are, we should start this journey.
Let's go.
Hop
Time to
on back
open.
and we'll be on our way.
So you start out Vaymarsh. The area you're in has pretty good paved roads as you go down southeast towards Ormper. There are no stops in between other than days, but no cities that will stop. It will take. It'll take about a week to get there.
Jeepers.
So, if you would like, you can talk amongst each other. You can talk to the driver, the guard. You find out that the driver's name is Woolsey, and the guard's name is Trinity. I will
Trinity?
Trinity.
Is that
Trenety. And Woolsey. Wolsey.
So, the demons speak infernal, right?
Yes, they do.
So, you can roll religion if you like.
Well, I'm just like, I think during this time I would have what? I would have Sheila just put it right here.
Put right
Thank
back
you.
there.
I would see if Sheila would teach me some of her infernal,
Okay.
Oh, I
Uh,
can teach
so I
you a few
can start
things.
learning it.
Yeah.
Can you make a religion roll anyway?
Sure.
Okay. So you know that devils. So there are two type of fiends. There are devils and demons. Devils speak infernal, while demons speak abyssal. And so, if you were to try and get try to talk to one of them, you have to know a certain language. But just know that devils, the infernal that Sheila speaks, can speak with devils. Well, if you know abyssal, that speaks with demons.
So abyssal is for demons.
Yes.
Infernal is for devils.
It's, if you want to remember it, abyssal is demons
Formal.
because the demons come from the abyss, and the devils come from the infernal 9 layers of hell.
So is that the informal and formal of demon language?
Informal,
No.
infernal.
I mean,
Infernal is informal and abyssal is formal.
no, they're different languages. It's like
Oh yes.
just like English and Spanish.
I see.
The cat's creeping on my mac and cheese.
But yes, if Sheila would like, she can teach some phrases to Ashe.
Sure. I can teach her how to say, "Hiss my tail."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the rule is you have to only learn
Insult.
the naughty words.
Yes, the insult.
And where to find a
that's
bathroom.
just the proper way to.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the library.
¿Dónde está el biblioteca?
Yeah. Like that.
I saw a tweet today. Somebody was like, "It's happened. Somebody finally asked me where the library is in Spanish. I've been preparing for this since high school."
Did they
Oh
know
my
how
gosh,
to respond?
I can do this one.
Over there. So yeah, you can teach her like swears and whatnot.
Sure.
Informal swears.
Yes, it's the informal infernal.
Just know that some
Those
of
are the
them
better ones anyway.
might be invitations. So if you say "kiss my tail," it's could be contract.
They
binding.
they may kiss you. Yeah. Part of the gig.
Good to know.
I was gonna say the Ashe, you have eat food and water prepared, right? You wanted to keep that prepared so you can give everyone food.
Believe so. Yes.
So you travel down this well-beaten road. It's paved in some parts, and you pass by the Genderwood Forest. You cross the River Skeltar, and after a week's travel, you manage to end up in Ormpur. Was there anything anyone wanted to do while they were on this trip? I mean, a week is a long time. You can change
That's
whatever
why I'm
spells you.
practicing a new language.
There you go. Using your time well. I'm practicing teaching language.
I will compose a poem.
Oh no.
Alright, so you get to Ormpur. It's a smaller town than Thaymarsh. It is not a. It is a coastal city, but it is not like Thaymarsh or Sildolfr, where they get most of the resources. This town is mostly grown
cute.
from just being on the coast and bringing in what little they have. Since it's closer to the Shaar Plains, there's more of a agriculture to this area. So if you wanted to stock up on fresher rations, then
I want to check out the farmer's market.
okay. Nothing compares to your cheese box in terms of cheese selection. But
Okay, but
yes.
I was just gonna say a cheese box only gets you so far each day.
Yeah, if you eat cheese every day, that'll cause some problems. But
Yeah,
can't
it
rely
doesn't
on
sound
just cheese.
pleasant.
So what would you like to get in this farmer's market?
You have real high cholesterol.
Can I type it? Let's do. It won't decay if I stick it in the bag, right? Or how does that work?
No, it's like a demi portal, demi dimension. The bag of holding has. There's no air inside, which is why people suffocate and put them inside. But that also means that no bacteria get on the food. It's like a flash freeze. A mobile
Rat
ice
on a
box.
stick.
If you want to get a rat on a stick, it'll be 2 copper. Though it being a
Aw.
rat, it still is more flavorful than the food that the spell gives you, because it's the flavorless
See,
food
there's
from the spell.
5 of us.
Well, I'll get everyone a rat on a stick.
Oh, I'm good.
10 copper. But yeah, you say bye to Woolsey and Trinity as they get new people for their trip back, and you find the farmer's market. Get your rats on a stick. Get your potatoes.
I hit enter too soon.
Jeez. You want your chickens alive or dead?
Dead.
Okay.
They're going in the
They're-
bag.
They're gonna die anyway. You feel okay with suffocating chickens in your bag? Alright.
No.
So potatoes, carrots, bacon, chickens, breads. So the eggs might be a bit more expensive. There seems to be a shortage. And so all the food is gonna cost 6 silver total. And then I believe there's a cooking kit.
Okay, yeah, that.
Cook's utensils.
You said 6 silver?
Yes.
Okay.
The cook's utensils will cost 1 gold.
1 gold. Does that include the cooking pot and frying pan?
Yes.
Oh, maybe we should get some firewood. How much is 1 quart of firewood?
How
One
we gonna
what?
carry a quart of firewood?
This is why I asked
My
you
bag of holding.
what you wanted to do for your shopping list.
I didn't think about food.
Well,
I was
that's because
just
you
like,
make
what
the
kind of
food.
items? That's true, but I don't know how good that food is. Maybe
Okay.
it's just boring tasting.
How much wood did you say you wanted?
1 cord?
A cord? Is that a bundle? I don't
The
know.
cord's a lot more. than
Cord is
so-
the amount of wood that, when racked and well stowed, occupies a volume of 128 cubic feet,
Jeez.
Mhm.
4 feet by 8 feet by 4
Cord.
feet.
How
Yeah,
much
a
does
cord
all
will
this
get you a
weigh?
month.
That's what I'm trying to look up.
Because you're back in
Probably
only
more than
400.
550.
Yeah. I mean, you're.
Okay, yeah, no.
How much? I want to know.
5 tons.
Probably
2
several
to
thousand.
3,000 pounds.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we had 6 bags of holding, they could carry only wood.
Yeah.
What if I say like 200 pounds of wood?
How much does that cost in real life?
Depends.
Also,
On the
you can
season.
just go to a forest and chop your own.
That's
You
what
don't
I was
have
gonna
to
say.
We're
buy.
going into a plane, sir?
Right,
Did-
but do you need 200 pounds of wood for this journey into the plains?
Yeah, doesn't have anyone have like bonfire? Create bonfire?
Oh, I don't have that. I can't do
I mean,
that.
doesn't that generate?
Does if someone can do that.
I have create bonfire. No, I do not.
That is all the classes that we are not. Artificer,
Mhm.
Druid, Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard.
I could have taken a cantrip for druid. I chose poison spray,
What's
But,
wrong with
And you
that?
didn't think about creating bonfires.
didn't think about creating bonfires.
Uh, okay, so that much would, if you still want 100 pounds, would cost you 20 gold.
Okay. I buy 200 pounds of wood
The
and stuff it in my sack.
the lumberyard attendee kind of looks at you weird for buying that and then stuffing it with that. But I mean, he made the money, so
He shrugs. No, it's a living.
if you can do it,
How much-
okay. I
How
won't
much
judge.
should the cooking kit weigh?
The utensils weigh 8 pounds.
Thank you.
So you got your rats on a stick, you got your wood, you got your food and cooking utensils. I'm not sure if everyone will want a rat, but that just means
I
more for
don't want
Loki.
a rat. I raise my hand. I would prefer not to have a rat. I will eat this tasteless cleric food.
More rat from me.
I will-
Yes.
I'll
Good.
try the rat. It could be good.
You like it because it's cheap.
It's free for me. Because my friend here.
I had to
she-
bargain with the man. He said he was slitting his own throat, giving them to me this cheap.
I bet he did.
Free, that's
So his
my
first
favorite
name is-
price for things.
Yes, his first name was Slit Me On Throat. That's a long first name.
STMOT. He just goes
Oh.
by his initial.
How does the rat taste?
Are you asking me
Little
or
gamey,
Loki?
but
Yeah.
pretty good.
I mean, it's more flavorful than the food. It's more
Mm.
flavorful than rations. Hardtack and jerky.
Ratchins.
Rats have shins?
Yes.
Loki
They
knows
do
where
not.
to find quality rat, so this rat chef, they call it ratatouille where they're from.
Ratatouille.
But it seems to have seasoned it pretty well, so it tastes pretty good. Tastes like it's a little gamey. I mean, it's scavenger.
It's a little on the nibbly side.
It's not bad.
Is there anything else you'd like to do while you're here?
Is this our destination? Like, is it the item around here?
Now we have to head east.
Ah, okay.
We just
Alright.
that was our fastest mode of transport to get here.
So you're done with Ormper? Like to head east?
Yeah.
Please.
Okay. So you head out of town on the beaten path. After a little bit, the path turns northward, and you have to continue straight east. So you leave the path, and you are in the plains. It's very hilly. There are no mountains in the area. On the very far distance, there are some mountains, but they aren't anything to have you deal with.
Bless you.
And you continue on up and down these hills. It takes you about another week. I'm not sure if you would like to use the food that Ashe gathered in her portable icebox, or if you want to use cleric food still.
I'll eat cleric food. I'm off.
Can I forage for rat?
Is there
Uh,
like any sign of animals around that I could possibly hunt?
Yeah.
Rats and stuff, or rats? Oh God!
Why are you going with
I've
rats?
got
This
a-
is
Yeah.
these
Man,
are the
I've got a
plains.
Craving for some rats. I didn't know I would become addicted to
The rats
it.
were so good. They're in this area. You would be able to find like field mice, but those are too small for just like
How
eating. They'd be,
about
like, but you could
rabbits?
find like rabbits, deer, elk,
I
Okay.
used the food I bought for
raccoons.
the dinners.
I won't eat the raccoons, but anything else, if I can hunt.
Yeah, roll survival. Are
What's wrong
these
with
your
raccoons?
your area of expertise? Grassland is your place?
I mean, yeah. Grasslands and the Underdark are my favorite areas, but I have the East?
Bees?
Yeah, proficiency bonus is doubled for that survival. I took the Deft Explorer
Okay.
instead of the favored terrain,
Okay.
but it doubles my survival rolls.
Okay, so with that 13, you do manage to find a smaller game. You don't manage to down a deer. I mean, you can roll several times. You're out here for a week. 25 will get you a larger item.
Sweet.
Not quite like a bear or anything that big, but you will get like elk. What is your
I
strength?
provide- My strength?
Yeah.
My strength is 13.
Okay. If you wanted to bring back one of the larger game with you, you'd have to bring someone with greater strength to help you take it
I
back
help.
to camp. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Loki help.
I will
Uh,
watch.
Loki looking for rats will help with the large elk. And you manage to get a large amount of meat. If you want, you can roll medicine or animal handling to see how much meat you get.
If I come with him and I'm just sitting there being a emotional support person, could I give him some inspiration of some sort? If I say, come on, you can do it.
Yeah, if I could get some help with
and I-
carving
and
the
I-
meat.
I definitely persuaded that he could do it, or I deceive him. You can do it. Yes.
So
Make sure you bend with your back.
the
Your back, not your knees.
if you're giving the help action for that medicine roll, then Aja will have advantage.
I mean, I was just there to witness. I was not requested to join, so
I asked for help for carving animals. It's too big.
Okay, well then I will provide my assistance, but I am not good with any of this, other than the
I
carrying
need an
of the-
assistant to help carve up the meat because there's lots of blood. I need scalpel stat.
I don't have scalpels. I just have giant mace
That works.
and very blunt shield.
That works fine. We can flatten out the meat. They can cut the meat out, and then we can flatten it with the mace. So it's like thin strips of meat. Could do a stir fry or something.
Okay.
So Loki, you help Aja bring back this elk, and
Sure.
When Aja tries to cut it up, she kind of gets nervous and is unsure about much. And you don't normally do this in front of people, so you have some like stage fright. But with Metalskin's encouragement, you manage to get about 190 pounds of meat off
yeah.
this elk.
I would give her
Nice.
I would give her guidance. I don't know if that counts. It's just a solid.
I just need the help advantage because I rolled a natural 1. Otherwise,
I don't think that there's any helping Nate.
She had advantage because you helped.
yeah. So I got a 19 instead because you helped.
That's good.
Oh,
So
cool.
if
Unless you don't want the meat, we don't have to eat meat. We could just eat the Rice Krispies. That is rations,
rice
cleric
cakes,
food.
You mean the
Yeah.
tofu?
The rice cakes. Rice cakes and peanut butter.
The unleavened bread?
spread some
Dwarven
cheese on
bread.
those rice cakes. Well, I don't know if you gathered any salt to cure it, but you can always put it in a bag of holding.
Yeah,
From
I'll do
Rob.
that. I'll put it in my bag of holding.
Okay. Just throw everything into a bag, just bloody.
Yep. There's like a whole bunch of arrows as I open my bag to start putting the meat in. It's like a bunch of arrows are in there, and it's like, oh yeah,
you
I'll
pull out an
replenish.
arrow and it stabbed through a steak.
Okay, yeah, so you 190 pounds, that is
Is there some chump change?
We can't have stew.
That's 95 days of rations.
190. It was 195 pounds.
It's like-
190.
Oh, 190. Okay.
I mean, but does that include for me? I want like a 6 chickens a day diet with all the protein to make sure I keep up my lean muscle mass.
I could just keep hunting.
I have 5 chickens.
What kind of meat was this? Was this deer
Elk.
meat?
It's
Elk meat.
out.
Elk meat. And it will last how many days?
95.
Eternity.
Oh, well,
It's 2 pounds per
We're-
ration.
we are fantastic.
Don't need to rely on
Fantastic.
that cleric spell.
I'm dirty clerics.
Onwards.
Yes.
Okay. So you continue on with that second day of scavenging. Don't need to hunt for anything for a while. So if you'd like, you can talk amongst yourselves about each other, figure out who does what people's strengths are. Or what capabilities people has, like creating water is pretty important in certain situations. But you know that Ashe did that. But after some time of traveling, you get to the battlefield of where the Shaar War took place.
How off?
Star Wars.
Jeez. All right, we've been skipping out on puns all night. Everyone, roll for D4.
That's the first one you're gonna call? Oh my goodness.
Well, I can't call previous ones because I didn't really catch them. Wow, that's consistent.
It went over his head too.
And man, it was giggling. I laid out, I don't know, like 4 in a row. Some quality bangers.
Do
if I
you
do
want
say
to
so
roll
myself.
4 more D4? We can
Nope.
backtrack.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Am I rolling for my if I?
You
No, if
missed
you
it.
make it, you don't have to.
Okay.
Okay, so you encounter the statues of these warriors. They have overgrown with grass and moss. You see a couple of them. Some animals have made nests or have worn down by rubbing against them. But these statues are in fighting stances, locked in battle. Sword against sword, sword against shield. It is, if this was normal, if you were in the middle of a war, it'd be very bloody. But the stone and overgrown with greenery makes it kind of peaceful. Sort of a dark peacefulness as you view these statues up close. And as you're making your way through, you see a large hill is sort of overlooking the entire area. And on that hill, you see a duet of fighters. From a distance, it looks like one is dominating over the other. But surrounding you, you see various stone statue warriors, and then up on this hill you see two. What would you like to do?
We do we need to do anything? Like they're just
We're looking for a sword.
do you think they're
A
looking for
sword.
it?
All right, should we just,
They
should
have
we just
sword.
around the area?
As you were walking around, you saw many different kinds of weapons, from short swords, long swords, maces, bow and arrow, lances, spears, halberds, and the such. Each one locked in place in the grip of the statue.
Well, says it increases your killing power, so maybe we need to look for someone who looks strong.
Look no further.
It's
We
think
can't.
you-
Well,
one of the dead, correct?
here.
Yes.
I am here. Yes. I think we probably find the person who looks maybe the biggest, or that's the most people dead around him. I don't know.
Oh, yes, that could be. You just look for the people that they have slain.
Would they still be here?
I don't know.
They'd probably still be
I
holding
don't.
the sword. Yeah, you don't think so?
I mean, killing power doesn't mean that somebody can't sneak up on you.
Okay, well then I guess I will leave this to you then. You tell us where we need to go.
Is there one that looks like they are more alone than the others?
You look around, and it seems like every statue that has, I guess to say none of them are solo. There's always either a pair, trio, four of them.
Maybe if we go up on the hill, we can get a better look.
All right.
Otherwise, this will take us quite some time.
Sure.
All right, we go on top of hill.
Okay. So you go to the two fighters that are on top of this hill. This hill is about 60 feet from base to top. So it's pretty big. She was gonna do some math. But as you get to the top, you see the two fighters that are locked in combat. You see one of them is an orc that looks to be malformed. This orc does not look like it would belong to anyone else. They don't have horns like that. Their feet are different. It looks like this person was enhanced in something. And the dwarf that the orc is fighting is more of a submissive position. Looks like it was defending itself from the larger creature. The orc itself is about 10 feet tall, possibly even taller, so it towers over most of you. The dwarf looks like it's very. Its stature is much. I think. The size difference is incredible. I guess that's what I tried to say.
Are we going to search around the statue and see if we can determine if this is what we're looking for? Please?
Maybe it's that larger one.
Just
A height advantage could increase your killing power.
put a little
right.
wiggle on him. Let's wiggle him around. Can we knock it off? Can we see if we can get the sword out of the hand or something?
Like-
What are we supposed to do here?
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
We just started picking up swords. What do we? I'm just gonna go up and try and take the sword out of the little guy.
Okay. So, you see that his hands are tightly gripped around the sword. How do you attempt to take it out?
I will. I have my wood carver's tools. Let's see here. What do wood carver's tools entail? Carpenter's tools. Is that the wood carver's tools? Or is it something different?
I believe they're different.
Okay. Tinker's tools, weaver's tools, wood carver's tools.
Wood carver would be for making arrows and such.
Consist of a knife, a gouge, and a small saw. What is a gouge?
It's
Like a chisel?
like a chisel that you would remove. The tip will be a little curved, so you take out a big gouge.
I thought it was
Gouge
a
out.
juicy insult.
Can I use the gouge from my wood carver's tools to just kind of, I guess, try and break the hands
So,
to be able to pick up the sword?
would a would this item be good with stone? Because it's good with wood, which is much softer than
I
stone.
would assume it's metal, just like
Right.
the picture Amanda sent.
Yeah.
But is
Well,
it metal hard enough
It
to
may
fizzle
do
rock?
something, but you will dull the hell out of it in the process.
Can I? Do I know how to sharpen them? It's like something that you can manually sharpen.
Well, sure, it would just take a lot. It just take.
I could
time.
smash his hands with my mace.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, you wanna
Ash grins.
make an attack roll?
Mace.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Roll for damage. Okay. You swing back and smash your mace against the hands of the dwarven statue, and you manage to chip a couple fingers off, but you will have to make more swings if you'd like to continue on.
I'm gonna swing it again. Can I use the blessed strikes, or only if I'm hitting a person, creature, live thing?
Sure. Use it.
Or I could divine strike does basically the same thing. Okay. Nope.
So you swing back and smack the fingers again, and in doing so, you lose your grip on the mace, and it flies up and hits your helm. You take 9 bludgeoning as you hit yourself with that mace. But this time it did not do the damage you'd like.
I rub my head and I cast Healing Word on my. No, that's not the right one. What's the one that's touch?
Cure wound?
Cure wounds.
Cure Wounds? Yeah, I cast Cure Wounds on myself.
So everyone
this,
sees.
and then adds. Okay, so I'm full
adds
health
3.
again.
Um,
And then I mend my helmet and put it back on.
okay. Everyone, you see Ashe reel back again and smash at the dwarves' hands to try and free the sword. And it just Buster Keaton's it and smacks herself in the face. She's a bit sore, but she's able to heal that up again. Would anyone else like to do anything?
I'm going to examine the big troll guy closely.
Okay. You see, there is a difference between the two. The orc looks to be covered in sort of a rust. Even though it's stone, there's like this very fine red powder on it. It seemed to have settled on the statue. While the dwarf looks like it's been overgrown with moss and vines and whatnot.
Okay. And remembering that I have a passive perception of 20.
Yeah. Passive investigation of 17.
Rusty kind of. Okay. I'm gonna take one of my hand axes and I'm going to strike the hand of the troll with it.
Okay. Make a roll. Alright, roll damage. Alright, you reel back and smash the hands of this orc character, this malformed orc. And when you do so, you manage to chip into it. And the chip that's gone seems to have revealed something underneath. And everyone feels the ground start to rumble. It feels like a mini earthquake is happening after Loki did so, and I want everyone to make a dexterity saving throw. You're all within 5 or 10 feet of metal skin, so you get that +4.
I got a dirty 20.
Sheila, could you make a dex save?
How did you?
Okay. So, you feel the ground start to rumble, and the orc that is holding the one of the swords explodes from the stone, and a wave of icy coldness washes over everyone.
I'm home.
Everyone who rolled above a 15.
As in like a 16 or higher?
15 or higher. Will only take half this damage. The total damage is 40 cold damage.
Whoa.
So I take 10.
So you half it and half it, yes. And the wave washes over everyone. You feel like you've been slammed by seawater. It's got that salty taste to it, and it's frigid cold. And the wave goes out, and you see it hit some of the statues below. And it rumbles those statues as well. And the orc, now in a renewed form, brings his sword up and smashes the dwarf statue, turns and roars at everyone. I'll have you all roll for initiative as soon as you get.
What I was gonna try to ask is the wave that like burst out, because I was getting ready to investigate the sword when he swung at it, so I would say I was probably the closest person to it, other than Loki hitting it. I was gonna ask, like, when the wave burst out, was there a way for me to tell if people were like failing, like if they took the full brunt of the damage?
Well,
They probably fell down.
Yes, the people who got below a 15 are knocked prone as well.
Do I know who the squishiest person is on? Like, would I have been able to use my Aura of the Guardian?
Does it say you have to be the person has to be targeted by the spell?
No. It just says, when a creature within 10 feet of you takes damage. It doesn't say they have to be targeted.
Okay. Yeah, you can prevent one person from taking that damage, and it would be a full 40 because you can't reduce that damage. Unless you wanted to take somebody who won.
No, I'll take who. Do I know who like the squishy? Do I know who like the squishiest person would be?
Ashe, Loki are the only ones who took the full hit, because you noticed that both of them are knocked.
I would take it from Ashe.
Okay.
Shaw.
So then what happened?
Okay, I took the full 40 damage.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I had a bonus of 4 from somebody that.
Oh, you didn't.
You sort of gotten a 14.
Yeah, you did. You did bless on accident.
Because you're
What?
You're not blessed. So you rolled a 14, plus with his 10 plus the aura.
I don't know. This isn't working. Okay, there it worked.
Oh, no valid.
That
So
still reads wrong.
I
but-
don't take any damage.
No.
No, you don't.
Okay.
So
I
Metal Skin
took
will
all
take
of it.
50 total.
Okay.
That's chunky.
And I.
I'm
Ah,
not able to.
shoot.
Right. This button. Am I still prone?
Yes. All status effects when I do this are still applied to you. You just don't take.
Okay.
You just don't take the damage. How do I? My name in the term tracker. Does everyone else's name show up in their turn tracker or just mine?
I only see mine.
I only see mine.
Okay. I guess maybe that's for like clarity or something. I have no idea.
So you know where your token is.
Do the two people that
They
failed,
used
do
to.
they get pushed backwards?
No, they're just
Or
not
just
prone.
Okay.
Okay, so the people who are still standing can look around, and you see after the wave hit a couple of the uh, statues at the base of the hill. Orcs as well burst out of the statues that was holding it in place and turn their weapons on the center. But so we have Sheila up first.
I will cast. I can't do a bonus action that's a spell if I use my main action spell, correct?
Right. Yeah.
But I can do bardic. If I cast a spell, I can do bardic inspiration as a bonus action.
Correct.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna try to cast sleep on that orc. This guy right here. And I'm gonna try to cast it at a higher level. I'm gonna cast it at 4th. Which I think means that
You're 4th level.
it's a higher level creature, right?
You're casting sleep?
Yes.
That means more die are
More-
added to the health pool.
Right.
I would-
The total
would
is
ju-
how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect, right? So
Yeah, but like you have to fully do their amount of hit points in sleep in order for them to actually go to sleep. Otherwise, it does nothing.
that's why I'm doing level 4. I don't know what level this guy is. It's
Okay.
I can roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then
So 5d8
Yeah.
plus.
How it
You're
goes.
doing like 4 plus. So you do 8d8. No,
Yeah.
sorry, you would do 6d8.
49 hit points.
I'm dumb. I'm sorry. You would do 11d8. Because you roll 5d8 and then you would roll 6 extra d8s because it's 4th level.
I just clicked
No,
on the
I'm
thing
done.
and said cast at 4th level.
It would be 9.
Okay.
I am mathlexic. Jesus Christ.
So you position this in the sense that it wouldn't hit your allies, because you know the spell can affect allies.
Yes.
And you cast it just beyond the orc, and it doesn't
do anything.
Nope, it doesn't do anything.
Okay. Okay.
So,
And as my bonus action, I'm going to cast bardic inspiration on Loki, so that he can add that advantage to his different things.
okay.
And then I'm gonna move the heck out of the way of this guy.
Okay. That's a
Move what? What?
an extra D8 for Loki.
Yeah.
You can move your token wherever you'd like in the. 30
Yeah, I
feet.
gotta. These are all 5 feet, 5,
Yeah, just go by the
And-
grid.
15, 20, 30. I'm gonna move up here. Still hit things. All right.
Okay, Aja.
Well, let's see here. Ooh. Cast a spell. I guess I'm just gonna do my thing
Oh,
with the oath bow. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna make this thing my sworn enemy. So that I have advantage on the attack roll. Target gains no benefit from cover other than total cover, and you suffer no disadvantage due to long range. And then there's the extra damage. It doesn't seem like that's a bonus action. It just happens as soon as I use the bow.
Right, it's a free action because you're just speaking.
So I still have my bonus action, right?
Yes.
Sweet.
Your bonus action.
All right, everyone roll a d4.
Ow. Ow.
Ah!
I'm gonna move farther away. Like here. Right? Sure. Yeah, I'll move over here. There. 20 feet. There. I'll move there. And I am going to do not Hail of Thorns. Zephyr Strike. Move like the wind. Movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll on your turn. Oh, that doesn't really work though, because I already have advantage, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, no, I'm just gonna attack. We'll just do that then. There's,
Good thing you have
there's one
advantage.
attack. Thank God.
The first
hit?
one does not. You managed to hit it, but it's.
Oh, I do get a reroll.
Oh yeah. So 14 plus 2, that does.
16. Okay.
So you kind of focus a little bit, and remember what your parents taught you about and whatnot, and then you let loose the arrow and it strikes it, and it looks like it is about to not quite dig in, and then it just sort of pierces further in and makes that.
Nice. And then here's my second attack.
So we'll go with the first set of damage, 13 plus 5. Do you want... Oh, yeah. The first roll hits. So you can do additional. Alright, good. Off to a good start.
Woo.
You got 36 damage in.
Mark myself that.
Anything
When you-
else?
can you
Yes. Let me.
Sorry.
and-
Can you roll once more? I think I mistaken the second roll of the first attack. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
So I still have a bonus action. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do my bonus action to activate my boots of speed. So it just doubles my walking speed
Okay.
and makes opportunity attacks disadvantage. So I'll click my heels as a bonus action, and that's the end of my turn.
can you post through an enemy?
Lightning bolt.
I think that's it. The oath bow text.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
All right, so Metal Skin is up next.
Oh. For some reason, I thought Amanda's character was ahead of me. Okay. Shit. Lay on hands, self? Yes? No? What says she?
Using a quick free action to ask the party if you should heal yourself.
No.
So
I'm
any-
asking if your call is lay on hands a selfable.
Oh yeah,
Sk-
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I didn't. I thought you were asking everyone else.
No. I wasn't sure how you decided that. I don't think it's ever come up. Do I think this guy can't do 40 damage to him? How's he looking? Has being turned to stone and imprisoned for quite a while done anything to him?
Well, the arrows seem to pierce through an extra hard skin. You notice that this creature is a bit malformed. It doesn't look like a normal orc like the ones behind you. It has like claws for feet and horns on its head.
And just kind of like took those arrows in stride, like unfazed.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm gonna, yeah, okay. I'm gonna swing twice. And I'm gonna put two level 2. Well, let's just see. No one's blessed. This is, why doesn't it have? Oh, it's, god damn. It's with a +9. 11 to hit.
You strike it, but your mace doesn't seem affected.
I made contact though.
Yes, it seems to have a very thick skin.
Okay. Well, I would have done. I was doing a divine smite.
Okay. I'm saying that it wouldn't do damage.
Oh.
You hit it, but it has natural armor,
I see.
so it doesn't hurt it.
Okay.
It's like people
Well-
hitting your metal armor but not hurting you.
Okay.
Hurting your
Well,
metal
then-
skin.
Well, then, it normally works, so we will swing again. Marginally better.
Keep striking it, but it doesn't seem phased at all.
And I will just stand there and yell. That is my
Its turn is up next. Since look here, since Loki was the one to first strike it, and the damage of the arrows was coming in this direction, you can assume this creature isn't that smart, so it'll only go towards whatever is hurting it. It'll go towards Loki and swing its large sword. Loki, what is your AC?
19.
Okay. So it swings down at you. You manage to block 2 of its hits with your shield, but the third one gets in. And you take 19 slashing and 9 cold damage.
Ooh.
19. And then 9. Okay, I'm at -3,
Okay. Ah!
which
Okay,
is 0,
so-
right?
Yes.
I
So
haven't even
wisdom
gotten an attack.
save.
I'm just out. I'm just.
Wisdom save would be
Radiant.
15. Would be
Okay.
15.
With the third hit, it strikes Loki, bringing him down. But you manage to see some damage go into the sword up the hilt and into the arms and burn the creature.
What?
Interesting.
That is Metal Skin's action. So you still take that damage. It's just getting some back.
Do those count as my divine sense? Is that what that is? Or is that I can just use that all the time?
It's channel divinity. You have a certain
Okay.
number of them.
So
You
it's
get
divine
2.
sense. Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Well, I have 4. I don't know what divine sense is. Hold on. Divine sense.
you can detect certain creatures within a certain amount of certain range, like
60
fiends,
feet.
undead.
I see. I got you. Okay. Never mind. So there's not a counter for channel divinity. All right.
Okay. That's that. The creature's turn. It turns towards Metal Skin as it felt like something was coming. But the orcs from behind will start running up the hill towards everyone.
How do they seem kind of disjointed, or are they kind of organized?
They seem very dumb. They see enemies and they want to hurt you. Because of their time in stone-like form, they're not back to their full potential, so most of these can only go 40 feet using their dash.
This is interesting.
I think one was able to get him. The one on Sheila here. Oh, Sheila, what is your AC?
With my shield, 19.
So it kind of runs at you and slashes at you, and it hits you once, and then it stumbles and doesn't manage to hit you again. You take 9 slashing. But that is their turn. Ashe.
What can I actually do in addition to standing up?
Standing up only takes half your movement.
Okay. So I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardian.
That's 20 feet radius.
15. I'm gonna cast it at level 4.
Oh.
That's only the higher level cast, but still.
You also got a All right. So any creature that starts its turn or moves into that area will take 14. We'll make a wisdom save.
Yes. I'll take half if they succeed. And then one of these bonus action. If I heal him, does he become alive again?
Yes. If you give him at least 1 hit point, then he will be awake.
This action or bonus action? Blah 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 blah. Okay. I'm gonna do healing word then on Loki.
Since you already cast Spirit Guardians, you can't cast another spell.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It has to be a cantrip. I don't know what this is. No.
Would you like to heal
If I
instead, or?
What? Sorry.
Well, if you want, you can backtrack and say you cast Healing Word instead of Spirit Guardians.
No. If I move, does this guy get an opportunity attack on me?
Move to any square next to him. Not.
What if I face step as my bonus action?
That would be fine. That's a teleport.
Okay. So I'm going to arrow again. Hey, step right here. And I chose autumn beforehand because it can reach 10 feet instead of 5. So these two guys, whoops, back to the arrow. Sorry. These two guys.
Oh wait.
Two creatures of your choice you can see within 10 feet must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for 1 minute or until you or your companions deal any damage to it.
Okay, what's the DC?
8 plus proficiency plus 5, so
16.
11, 16. Yes.
Okay, so bottom one gets the charm.
Sweet. No times equal to something. Lose 1 charge of that. Okay.
A charmed creature can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. The charmer has advantage on any ability check to interact socially with the creature.
Alrighty. That's my turn.
Okay. Loki, make a death save.
You've got inspiration.
Bardic
Milo?
Inspiration.
And +4.
I don't think your mic's working. Are you muted? You're muted.
Oh yeah, he's muted.
Okay, I'm back. Just roll a d20, right?
Yes. Do you have a cloak of protection? You have a ring
cloak
of protection.
I have a ring of protection.
Isn't there a button for death save?
Yeah.
That just increases my armor class 1.
It also increases or gives you a +1 to saving throws, right?
And +4.
Yeah,
Those.
+4 because you're next to Paladin. So you get an 11.
That's why I was wondering if. Never mind.
So
What's up?
bless is a D4, but the paladin aura is a straight 4.
For his save for taking the 40 damage, I think that's what he was referring to.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Right, but he had bless on it instead of the flat 4.
Oh.
No,
And-
he had the flat 4, but doesn't his cloak of protection or his ring of protection give him a plus to his rolls?
I'm pretty sure the ring of protection, all it does is increase my armor class +1.
Armor class and saving throws.
Yeah, so
But
he
it
would have
is
had a 15.
no. It is already added. When you put
Oh,
that
is
on your
it?
character sheet, it already puts it in there because there are modifiers in the items. So he rolled a 10. That includes the 1
Right.
with the ring, and then the 4 from the aura.
Well, it says 1d5.
It says,
Oh, I
yeah.
see. So what Alex is saying is that his armor class is already his +5.
It already adds it in.
Yeah, his +5
Ah.
is including the ring.
Mhm.
Right. Yes.
Oh, I thought somebody just healed him. That was somebody else she was healing?
Psych.
No, I didn't. I couldn't heal because it would have been 2 spells.
Oh, okay.
But that's a success. You got 1 success.
Okay.
On a 10?
No, it was an 11. But yes, 10 would be a success. So you rolled a 6 plus the 4 from Paladin plus the 1 from the ring. Because it's the saving throws are all
Ring.
saving
Okay,
throws.
you say so.
Yes.
Okay.
Sheila.
Yeah. I wish I could cast 2 spells. I could do a heal, but I can't get away from these orcs. So I'm going to try sleep again, and I'm going to cast it like back here. Oh. I'm going to cast it like back here so I can get this orc and this orc in its grip. I'm going to do that. And then as a bonus action. I'm going to cast it at higher spell slot too. As well. I'm going to cast it at level. Oops. All right.
Alright, that's 48 hit points. Cast it, and neither word.
Okay, and my bonus action is to give Bardic Inspiration to this character right here next to me,
Okay, Aja.
Aja. Okay.
should be it.
I got the extra D8.
Mm-hmm.
And it is your turn.
So plus 1d8 for it was for hit and
Damage.
attack and damage.
Hit,
Just
a
a-
damage, saving throw, and ability check.
Mhm.
Hit,
Pretty much anything.
Also
damage,
rest. Heals too. Yeah.
save throws, and what was the other thing?
Damage, heal.
Hit, damage.
attack.
Oh, heals.
Attack, damage. Oh, AC as well. So you can. Sorry. I forgot to mention it at the start of the session. The ability also includes AC.
How's that work? So like,
I didn't know
oh,
that.
it negates it negates against an attack, like a
It
reaction.
increases your AC. Yeah.
But only one time, right?
You use the bardic inspiration and then it's gone.
Okay.
So attack, damage, saving throws, ability checks, and AC.
And I've given.
Well
Right.
then, is this fellow here still there? Still alive? Still kicking?
Yep. I don't think you've damaged any of the smaller orcs.
Nope.
Okay. I'm going to move back. It has disadvantage on opportunity attacks. I move
It doesn't
10
know that.
feet back. 10 feet. I need to be 10 feet away from the big guy, right? To
Right.
be able to hit it. Okay. It targets the creature, but it doesn't target my comrades. So I'm gonna. I guess I should probably help take care of the little guys, huh? Just gonna yell out like, should some of us start taking care of the little guys? They're getting closer. Don't know if that's a good idea. Action. So I guess yeah, I'll just use poison spray on this dude.
Wow, that's a lot of damage for a cantrip.
Yeah, I'm over level 5, so got that increase.
I mean, you also fucking rolled a 9 and an 11, so that helps.
That helps for
On a
sure.
D- on a D12.
The
Extend
creature
my hand.
takes the full thing and
Man,
gets his face full of poison.
A gift from my father. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I have
sure.
a question.
Pretty sure the sleep spell is still lingering in the air. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
It's like starting to. It yawns.
Pointless.
It inhales like extra poison spray.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, Sheila, what's your question?
Oh, I just one of the things I can do is I can do a spell on a reaction. How do I do a reaction?
So when a round goes around, you have your main action, your movement, bonus action, free actions, which can be like dropping an item or speaking or doing these things. You also have a reaction. You only get one reaction per round, and you can use it on your turn if you want. But most of the time, you would use it when it's not your turn. So depending on what it is, if it's like counterspell, if I say like, oh, this creature mimics some words of power and casts a spell, you would say, I cast counterspell, and then
Okay.
you would roll against it. Yeah. So
At some point, I have to declare it though. On my turn, I have to say my reaction is planned to be this if I'm attacked.
I
declare No.
bankruptcy.
Oh.
you would do it when the action is happening.
So when they attack me, I can say my reaction is this. Okay.
Yes. So you can interrupt somebody's turn to use a reaction.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
the only time.
Yeah, like the probably the most common would be the oh fuck, what's it called? It's the warlock one. Whatever.
Hellish Rebuke?
Yes, thank you. That's the one probably most people know
Reaction.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get hit.
If you get hit, then you can use it
And deal damage to your attacker.
to deal damage. It's pretty great.
Unfortunately, it's one of your 2 spell slots you get in per short rest. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
All right. So Metal Skin, you are up.
yes. Well, I only really have one course of action at the moment, and that will be to get a little closer to my buddy and well, I guess that's fine right here. Say well, not so not now. And then I'm gonna, I guess, use my shield hand and pick him up by the back of his back, and use lay on hands for the full 40.
Okay. So Loki, you get 40 healing back. You are awake but
Ooh,
prone.
that's good.
And then I don't think I have any bonus action shit.
Okay.
Which is whatever.
Well, since it still believes that Loki is slain, it turns to Metal Skin to deal out its blows. So it will strike you.
Wait, it's the start of its turn. It takes the damage.
Oh yeah,
Or it
you're
rolls
right.
the save first.
Wisdom save. Okay. It
And it takes
winces.
14 or 7.
It winces, doesn't take full damage, but it will strike at Metal Skin. The first hit, unfortunately, was a crit.
I don't take damage from crits. So,
Ooh,
also,
Mm.
I
you don't take
would
crit damage. You still take.
correct. I would also rebuke the violent on that one again. Use my second
Okay.
channel divinity.
Sweet. So the first hit, no crit, is 28. So
me.
sorry. Some of that is cold. So 20
Okay.
slashing and 8 cold.
20 slashing. So I take 24.
Yes. And with that first hit, it hits you in your armor, and you can feel something welling up in your chest, but you manage to hold it down. And then the second hit is 14 slashing and 7 cold.
I'm down.
Mm.
Okay. Well, with the final move here, and Aja, you will take it.
What am I taking?
It
What?
downs Metal Skin and comes after you. You take 19 slashing and 7.
This is gonna be a mess.
With
Little
the
thing.
rebukes that Metal Skin has been dishing out, it's been dealing quite a bit. Like, it can hit you hard, but it's just right back at him. So, you can see that it is pretty beat up from that radiant damage.
Yeah, I've been doing radiant damage. I don't know exactly how much, but
Okay.
What it
These,
took from me was radiant too.
yes. This one comes over. It will make that wisdom save, taking the full amount of damage. Since this one is charmed, I don't think it will take the damage, because if you do damage it,
'Cause it's
it will break the
friendly to
charm.
me, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's friendly towards you, and it just kind of like walks over to you and like looks down at you and has this like big dumb smile on its face, like.
Can
But the one up here, that you were next to before, hits you, and you take 3 slashing damage.
Okay.
This one runs to here, makes that saving throw, fails.
Yeah.
But it is too tired to do anything else. This one will run to here,
So,
take some
That this
damage.
orc
So,
this orc is in Hogwarts. It's in Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff?
Uh-huh. From all the running.
Oh.
Oh.
Do you want to roll
No,
d4s?
Yeah.
I won't hold you. I'm down.
Yeah, you.
You can't speak, so
that's
they can't
torture
hear. They can't hear the
Thank
pun.
goodness. Oh, boy.
This one will move here. This one will move here. These three, since they aren't using their full movement, attack. Striking you once. Aja, you take 3 slashing as it hits you with its weapon. These two up here go for Sheila. It hits you. You take, as you get hit from behind, you get a total of 12 slashing.
With my armor class of 19. Okay.
Yes. Oh, wait. You only take 9 slashing. My bad. Thought it was low. Okay. Ashe. Asha. So you see Loki is conscious now, but Metal Skin down.
is this an action or a? As an action. What is this one? Also an action. I will use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Metal Skin. And so we add 3 to this. Right. Okay, one of these. Actually, we're gonna do this. So we add 2 plus 2 plus the spell's level, which is
3?
it the spell's regular level or the
No.
level I cast it at?
The level you cast it.
Okay, so we add 5 to that, and that goes to Metal Skin. And then I get 5 as well because I healed someone else.
So Metal Skin gets 8.
Yes.
I'm legal.
And I go back to full. And then for my action, this is not concentration, right? I'm going to do Word of Radiance. Each creature of my choice within range, so the 3 that are not charmed, must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take radiant damage. Why didn't it do the higher level cast? Oh, it did. Wow, that's shitty. Okay. Well, if they fail, they take 3.
Okay. You see that the one directly south of you.
Okay. Better than none of them.
And I mean, yeah, if it had rolled better, it would have been good.
Yeah.
Alright. Loki, you are awake. on your back.
Pulling from the other room.
Loki is muted again. I assume you're hitting the larger one? You're muted.
You're muted, Milo.
Oh, you should get a. You should
That
get
18 will hit, but I'm not sure what to hit.
Okay, well, okay. I was hitting the big guy. Sorry, didn't realize I was muted before.
No problem.
I'm invoking my fire rune with that hit,
Damn. All right.
And you have inspiration you never used too.
and I want to use my inspiration to add to the damage.
Okay. So, roll a d8, and how much does the fire rune add?
Oh,
Oh.
damn!
What?
These are all bad
the fire
rolls.
rune. Let me bring that up here. Oh, da-da-da-da-da-da.
Your character should get a steed.
The fire rune takes an extra 2d6.
Wait, his scimitar rolls a flat 2 plus strength plus magic? There's no dice?
It rolled an 8
Uh-huh.
plus 5 plus 3 plus 2
She's talking about for damage.
for
His
damage.
damage. Yeah, it says
It-
rolling 2 plus strength plus magic.
Yeah.
Should be a 20, right?
No.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be a... Is there a dice involved in that at all?
Yeah.
That's why I was confused.
That is a good question.
Well, it's magic, so it's special.
It's a
Not necessarily
one-
a good thing.
It's a d6.
I don't know what you're all talking about.
I
No
was
problem.
saying you should get a steed. That way you can be Milo's little pony.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not gonna think of that.
All right, so
Strength is 2.
do I need to roll 2d6?
Yes. Roll 2d6 and also roll an additional d6 for your.
Maybe he's got a setting because it should
Okay,
be
so-
1d6 plus 2 plus 2. I think, right?
It says
What?
5. It
No.
says strength
That's
5.
Oh, it's a plus. It's plus 2 to attacks and then plus 2 to damage.
All right. So 7 fire.
Ah.
Can you roll one more d6?
There you go, one more d6.
1. It needs to make a strength save. throw.
Right, needs to make a strength or be restrained for a minute.
Okay. What is your DC?
My DC. Gee,
For,
I even have
for all
a
your
DC?
runes. Yeah, it should be. All your runes have a DC on them.
Like it's up on spell save DC, Milo. Isn't that where it would be?
No, because rune.
No, I got nothing on my spell
Oh.
page.
Oh wait, no, rune knight. Never mind.
It should be on your features page.
Yeah, go
um,
to your third page. Go to your third page.
No, it's not on your spells.
Oh,
It's because he's not a. It's a feature of his class. He's a rune knight.
So the
So
first
on-
page on the right.
On rune carver.
DC 13.
Okay.
That's it.
So it makes that save. So it's not restrained, but it does take damage. All right. Now that we've got one attack done, would you like to make 2 more?
Well,
Yes,
yeah,
I would.
but don't worry, I can't do all that stuff with all the other ones.
Do it.
oh, so that 9
One more
slashing,
time.
It rolled a 2, and then it added 5 for strength, and added 2 for the scimitar.
No,
That's
it
cor-
What? It didn't roll.
It was.
It didn't
yeah,
roll,
It
it's
didn't
flat.
roll.
I
But it
changed
says-
it.
but
Don't
it
worry
says-
about it.
Okay,
it
so
says-
my
oh, okay.
second attack with the scimitar of speed
That hits.
sure
nice.
does.
Yeah.
There you go.
Jesus Christ!
Yes.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to do the scimitar of speed.
Gotta go fast.
I don't know. Does that hit?
It does not hit.
Does not hit. Okay.
But you have dealt quite a bit of damage to this creature. It's
You're on
pretty
fire.
low. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Gee, I don't know if I have a bonus action. Did I already use that?
Yes, you used it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so dumb.
So that's it. I'm done.
Okay.
sorry.
Sheila.
I just
Yeah.
read this.
I'm going to just use my sword on these guys.
It's
In
okay.
front
It's
of
the
me?
first major combat. that-
Well, you can only use it once per breast.
What? The what?
Don't worry about it. Sheila, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Okay. This guy here, I'm gonna hit him.
Okay.
My rapier.
That hits.
And I get not very much damage. And then, hit that
That also hits.
damage. And my bonus action will be, healing word. And I will do it and hopefully it affects me as well, right? I can do 6 people, so I'll do all 6 of the party members.
Healing word?
Mass healing word.
Oh, mass healing.
Mass healing word. 60 feet. Everybody that I know within 60 feet.
Is there a time limit?
Yes, I think
Is that an action or 10 minutes?
It's a bonus,
action.
Oh.
It's a bonus action?
Uh-huh.
It's a third level.
And I'm going to
Why
cast
don't
it-
I have that one?
I'm gonna go ahead and cast it
I
at
don't
3rd
know.
level.
weak ass.
Not prepped.
It's not a
cast it,
huge
but-
amount, but just this plus my spellcasting.
Okay, go
modifier,
ahead.
So
So we get 8.
everybody gets 8.
Thank you kindly.
Oh, okay.
I needed the 8.
The one you've been stabbing looked kind of bad.
Is he looking bad? Damn you.
Stab, stab, stab.
All right. Do you want to move at all? You
I would
can-
love to move, but these guys will whack me if I do. Can I step directly back and then I'm right into that guy?
all right.
I'll just stay there and hold my ground best I can.
Aja.
Okay. Well then, let's see here. I have a thing, but the thing is, it targets all creatures, each creature
Everybody.
within 5 feet of my target. So everybody is near a creature. So if I target the big guy, Loki would get hit potentially if he failed the Dex saving throw. I don't know how is your Dex good?
I don't
Target
know if it would
yourself.
hit you too, since you're within 5 feet of the creature.
Well, no, I would move.
Oh, I see.
So
Well, you
I
could-
would-
Hold on. What's the?
I'd be
what's the
smart about
radius?
it. and Move.
the radius. Well, so it's a ranged
Well,
thing.
if
It's like on
you
myself, but it's essentially
you-
like
Here,
rating,
you can attack this guy, and
Yeah.
then maybe it'll hit the big guy.
Well, if she moves there, then she gets opportunity attacked by both of them. If she moves down one square,
Well, that's
She,
fine.
I don't
They
think
have
she's concerned about
disadvantage.
that. Yeah.
They have disadvantage on attacks of opportunity. But my question is like, how's the big guy looking?
He's looking pretty
pretty
bad.
hot. Pretty hot.
And
He's-
how are the people the people around him within 5 feet of him?
Pretty fucked.
This one hasn't taken any damage.
Okay.
This one has taken some damage from the aura.
This little piggy.
That's
Ash.
me.
And then Loki.
and then
He's at 40.
yeah, he has at least
I'm
40.
in great shape.
Okay, then I'm going.
Give it to me.
I'm gonna move back 20 feet. Those two fellows, the big guy and the other guy above me, can take attacks of opportunity disadvantage.
Okay. The big guy hits.
Okay. You
So
roll like 2 20s or what?
so it's 19 slashing and 3 cold.
Pretty sure.
Okay.
limp away, but I'm still there.
With one,
You
one
turn
HP.
and with great speed move quickly, but you just get a massive sword to the back,
Yeah.
and you're just
I
like,
have
"Ah!"
no armor on my back, and I'm not wearing a backpack. I have it in the bag of holding. So I am looking terrible, but I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna cast the.
He's committed.
I'm committed. I really
the
hope
bit.
that they fail the dexterity saving throw. I'm gonna cast this at a higher level too, so I'm casting it as a level 2 spell. Level 2. It's a bonus action. Next time I hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack before the spell ends, this spell creates a rain of thorns. So it's just rain. It just rains down arrows.
Well, you have to hit the creature first.
Yes. But I have advantage on the big guy.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Oh, seeing is easy.
Okay, here's the attack.
At hits.
Okay. I removed the weird that was in the copy because it was like still rolling the extra piercing damage, so I labeled it extra piercing. So it's 18 damage for
Right.
that. Then it needs to make a dexterity saving throw, which I think is my spell cast, right? My spell
Yes.
save DC?
It says
13.
up there is 13.
Yeah.
Loki needs to make that as well.
Okay, I make a what?
A dexterity saving throw.
Man.
Must be nice. To have it be.
So 13 damage. The orc north of where you were takes that full damage.
Do you have
And it's
any-
2d10, so let me roll that. Oh no. Oh yeah, 13. There it is. So the spell does 13 damage on top of the 18 damage that my bow does.
Well, Loki just barely makes it.
Right. Fantastic. So he
takes
nothing.
7.
Oh, he takes half.
I take 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, half as much damage. All right, sweet. And then the other guy too, the people within 5 feet. So this dude
Oh, yeah, that
and
too.
this dude also take the 13 if they.
Both of the smaller orcs take the full damage. The larger one does not.
The larger one doesn't.
Nope.
Dang. Well, he still got the 18, and then here's my second attack. And I'll re-roll again. For that third, so 14 plus 2.
The first one hits. The 16 hits.
And then
Which
that's
would be
15, 8.
it's really good because I want you to describe how you kill this.
Okay. I run away. I'm like, the fuck this. Little fucking.
Hobble.
This. I'm
Fuck this guy.
running away. Fuck this.
She runs away.
And I run away, and it gets me in the back. Oh, fuck.
We were seeing of you running away.
Oh, God. I'm gonna go into the ethereal plane after this. Fuck this shit. To goddamn fucking go to hell, you bastard. And as I'm like
excellent.
running down the hill, I turn around and I'm still running backwards, and I loose my arrow that I've magically imbued, and it splits into hundreds of arrows and just rains down, like darkens the sky as
Some
these
anime
arrows
shit.
rain down on the big guy and the 2 little guys and Loki, but he dodges them all, so it's cool. Or he dodges most of them. It's cool. And,
I use my shield.
yeah, he uses his shield. It's got tons of arrows in it. And then I realized the big guy didn't take the hail of arrows, and so like, you fucker, I'll see you in wherever you came from. And I loose another arrow, and it goes straight through his chest.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do all this cool stuff as the creature swings its sword to hit you as you're running away. it feels like there's some triumph there. Though it didn't kill you outright, it weakened you to the point where you show physical weakness, and so it's feeling proud of what it's done. And when it like turns to face Loki again, you let loose your second arrow, stabbing it in the chest, and it kind of lets out a whimper, like
Oh.
and it sways and falls to the side, and it hits the ground, and the same wave that started the battle explodes from it, but you only feel the cold. You don't feel the damage as this wave goes out. And when the wave hits each of the orcs, they crumble into stone and dust.
Oh, thank goodness.
So it hits one and it falls and smashes into the ground in pieces, and it hits another, until all of them are just rocks falling down.
That's what it tastes like to eat the Chew 5 gum.
Are we out of
Not
combat
good.
now?
Yes.
I cast Prayer of Healing.
We need to
Okay.
get close.
30 feet.
I am also going to do Prayer of Healing.
I'm at 3.
Oh,
That thing, the fact that he was able to hit is like,
get-
oh god,
So we just got
22 from me.
22 from you. Okay.
nice.
oh, hot damn!
You suck.
Look at that. That's 2 hits.
I'm
I
back.
even have a +5.
Gee
That's the
whiz.
thing. Somehow Taylor
That one
always does
really-
more damage than the life cleric, more
Well,
healing
wouldn't-
than the life cleric.
Wouldn't you get what's the level that you're casting?
I cast it at level 3, so add another 5 to that.
So it's
take that.
27 to heal.
Yeah, 27.
27 from me.
I couldn't. So my investigation check was when I was laying on the ground looking at other people do damage to it. Just wondering why my mace did nothing. Like, is there something? Is my
Your
mace
mace?
defective? Yeah, You said I made contact, but it did no damage. So
I didn't know you
Just-
made an
just-
attack.
Yeah, early
Oh,
on.
No, investigation, he said.
Right. But I didn't know you hit the
oh,
stone.
I rolled an 11 and a 12.
Oh, I didn't see that. Sorry.
No. During combat,
Oh.
the original investigation was
Imagine-
about the sword.
Like, imagine it has scales.
I just
And
have a lot of
so-
self doubt. He's got a lot of self doubt right now. He's like, well, I mean, I always knew I chose the life of someone who avoided all combat, so maybe it was just the heart of the cards, or maybe my mace is useless. I don't know.
Oh, he's feeling bad.
I have a nerf mace.
Have you tried refilling it?
It squeaks every time you hit it, like one of those. Like one of those
It's air.
It's a rubber mallet. It has like the little clown mace. Can I roll for arrow retrieval?
Yes.
I'm gonna kind of investigate the dead corpse of
So you get
the
them all back.
orky guy.
Excellent.
Is this
Oh
what
my
Mark you were looking
God.
for?
Double crit? Are you fucking
You
serious?
actually find more than you shot. You're
hell
like,
yeah.
oh yeah.
These
So
must be from the magic from the spell.
you get like 8 more.
I throw them into my bag.
Sheila, what was your question?
I was gonna check the corpse of the orc and see if the sword, kind of look at what he dropped to see if the sword or whatever he was fighting with, if that's what we were looking for.
The sword
Marked item?
is there. Yes.
So yeah, who was telling us this that we were looking for this artifact? Is this it? Is this it?
I mean, it seems kind of dangerous enough to be the artifact.
So, do
He
we
was doing a
know?
lot of damage.
Do we know anything about the artifacts?
Ashe does.
Tell us,
So-
please.
So the description of the orc's sword, it is a blood red oval, shaped blade with two sharpened crescents pointed towards the hilt on either side. The tip is bifurcated, and its crossguard forms a triangle around the grip.
Does this match the description?
Uh,
Or
Can I
you-
investigate it?
Yeah. How you would, or I guess Sheila said that she wanted to do that first, so you can both roll investigation. But
Okay.
Well, she did it immediately after, and you did prayer healing, so you spent 10
yeah,
minutes sitting on
so
the.
Sheila will get the first dibs on this investigation.
I'm
well-
still laying on the ground, starfished, doing prayer healing.
While
Sorry,
you are
fish.
casting your 10-minute spell, Sheila will look at it. What are you looking for?
Just checking him over for the sword. I'm looking at the sword, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of hold my hands over it and see if I can feel anything. Like, is this thing gonna be safe to touch, or you
That's
know?
what I was trying to ascertain.
Yeah,
if
I'm
we-
not
if
gonna
we knew-
immediately touch it or anything, but I'm gonna kind of.
I was asking if we would have known not to touch it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Ash
mean,
mentioned
I did warn.
Ash mentioned it was dangerous.
Okay,
Okay.
so I'm not gonna touch it, but how are we gonna get this thing? If it's dangerous to touch, how are we gonna? Well, if we can't, how are we gonna get this thing back if we can't even touch it? How are we gonna pick it up?
We could wrap it in someone's cloak.
Ah, all right. I don't have a cloak.
How do bags of holding work? Do they just like once you get it in there, can I like just hold the bag and like kind of shimmy it across the sword?
I have a cloak, and my cloak billows.
It goes straight through and ruins your bag. of
There's
holding.
actually no wind,
Oh,
but
really?
the cloak still billows.
Yep.
It does. It doesn't
Joking.
need wind.
I use a bonus action to make my cloak billow dramatically.
There's like no wind, but somehow the cloak is billowing. It's weird.
Yeah, it does that.
And his hair is flowing back.
Yeah, that
Um,
happens.
So the bag of holding can only do 2 by 4, 2 feet by 4 feet.
Oh,
sword
and
is
this is longer than 4 feet. Dang it. Okay. Well then,
I wrap it.
I have
in my-
travelers,
I take off my cloak and I wrap it in my cloak.
oh well, I was going to say I have an extra set of traveler's clothes. We wanted to use that. I mean, that don't want to ruin your cloak.
Hey, these cloaks. You're probably okay. You okay?
It's okay.
It's all right.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's all right.
It's alright. It's alright.
Sorry?
It's all right.
Really, nobody wants to touch it.
What
I
happens
mean,
if
Were you hoping we would?
I don't know.
We're
You wanna touch
definitely
it?
not.
we were advised not to touch it?
Yes.
If I
You
wasn't
were?
doing, I was, if I
Who
wasn't
advised
doing,
it was dangerous?
if I wasn't doing
Oh.
prayer of healing, and I would
Not-
know prior
not
not to
to
touch
touch
it
it.
explicitly, I probably would have touched it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I do have a wisdom of 7, so
So we
Well, no, I
that,
have
that tracks.
I have I have a wisdom of. I have a
Maybe
wisdom,
it's better than your mace that
I mean,
failed you.
undoubtedly. So, but part of my, I'm lawful neutral and kind of a pacifist. So, I was able to see that he had been corrupted and not the path.
So now that we have this thing, what do we do?
Take it
We
back.
must,
What do we got to do to it? Yeah. What do you do with these things once you get them? You said somebody you have to destroy them. How are we gonna do that?
we must take them to one of the capital cities,
Metal Skin, are you?
to one of the temples to destroy.
Ah, well, which so have I'm sorry for saying this. I ought to know this, shouldn't I? But which capital city are we going to?
Camport would probably be closest,
All right.
is
but
it
we also could go and retrieve the other nearby artifact first if we wanted to.
There's
I think we
another
should
one
rest
nearby.
overnight before we do that. That's for certain.
It is some ways north.
I see. Is it fine that someone carries the sword?
I don't think it'd be safe to use or nothing.
So don't, no skin on skin. I guess skin on metal, but
Yeah.
it's
What?
as long as there's a barrier, it's fine.
Seems like it. I don't see. Well, Loki doesn't look like he's shriveled up or freezing and nothing.
Well, it's could be a little chilly without my cloak, so yeah, I think I'm going to put my cloak on.
No, don't.
I unwrapped the thing and I put my cloak on and pick up the sword and go. Okay, now where we go?
Oh no.
So the sword, it's a great sword. So it
is.
feels heavy, but it also feels like you could wield it one-handed. Like it's not too heavy that you have to wield it with two hands, but it's pretty light. You first pick it up and it's kind of heavy and you're unsure about the weight, so you do that thing where you accidentally pull too fast. But other than like a little bit of coldness on your hands, nothing happens.
Oh,
It's a good sword.
yeah.
God.
The rumors
Well-
of this danger of this sword seem to be exaggerated.
Well, maybe the only danger when you get hit with.
Yeah, that was. It does hit pretty bad. Well, we'll keep an eye on you. Make sure you don't kind of turn all evil or nothing.
You do that for me.
I will.
Okay, that was easy. Let's go get another one.
That was not easy at all.
2 people go down. That was easy.
You almost died.
I thought we was just about done for.
Well, to be fair, I did take a lot of damage. Poor people.
Aja reaches into her bag. She's got 2 bags on her side. She reaches into a gray one and she pulls out a little fuzzy thing and throws it to the ground. It turns into a raccoon.
Ah!
Well, you don't see
How
that every day.
cute.
And then I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals,
I thought it
and I'm gonna ask the raccoon to. I'm just gonna turn to the group and be like, we're wanting to find a place to rest. Is that what we're wanting to do?
Oh, I can cast my hut.
Okay. Well, I don't think we should be here though. Like right here.
why not?
Round.
Oh, this is probably not a good spot. Of course, we
Yes.
seem to have killed all the critters or chased them off. But
Uh,
all right, let's just find a
That
safer
we
spot.
know of.
Yes. I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask the raccoon if it smells any other animals nearby, like prey or anything, or predators.
Well, predators, not prey.
Yeah.
Like giant badger.
What?
Like giant badger. Or
No, I
bear.
summoned the raccoon, not badger.
No, I mean if the
Predator.
badger can smell anything, or the raccoon can smell anything like giant badger or bear that we need to be aware of.
Yes.
Beer?
Beer.
Well, I suppose we do want to be aware of any beer nearby. Could get thirsty.
You're Big Harry.
So
Beer.
the raccoon kind of like looks around, like suddenly it's in this place, and it tells you that it has no idea. It just popped into existence. Doesn't
Asha
know
will
where it
try to
is.
pick it up and hug it.
Roll animal handling.
It's so cute.
Disney princess. You go for it, and its blip into existence is just like terrifying for it. And now this large creature is
I'm
reaching
small.
towards it, and well, compared to the raccoon, you're larger.
Mhm.
Is reaching at it, and it just like attempts to defend itself.
Poor thing.
I would like it. What if it? It's a raccoon. It's gonna pick your pockets.
It could also eat your face.
It scratches at your arms as you go to pick it up, and you take 4 slashing. And it just kind of runs behind Aja and is cowering at all the people that are suddenly around it.
I'm just gonna pick it up, have it on my shoulder, and they'll be like, "So," and just talking raccoon or whatever. However that works. Like, so
Squeak,
you were
squeak,
saying,
squeak, squeak, squeak.
yeah, squeak, squeak.
Squeak squeakers.
So you were saying enemies nearby? Any other larger creatures that you can sniff out, or any other odd smells?
Like Pocahontas, it just like it's on your shoulder, and it nods and points in a direction to the north.
All right. So it's getting weird smells like enemy creatures or, aggressive things from the north. So maybe we want to camp like east,
South.
west, south.
South is good.
Well, we need to go north, so maybe east first.
East?
Sure.
Alright. I know which way east is.
I don't know how far into the
It's to the
actual
left.
Shar we are. We haven't hit the other road, have we?
No, you're like in the center.
Okay. So you just need to go all the way over to hit the Golden Road.
How are you? Are you somehow able to access the map?
I can move.
I have a map, but
Oh, you have
I
this
was-
map that's.
no. Like, my character has a map.
Oh.
But also, I have this map open in another tab.
So you are basically in the center.
So we need to go east to hit to hit this road, and then take it north to this shiny thing up here.
So we want to get on the Golden Road.
Yeah,
I assume we're all looking at the map.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
east.
All right. Because this way is danger.
Bloop. Have some
Golden
nice towns. We can sleep in
Duskwood.
some nice fluffy beds. Not sleep on the ground.
If you want to go to a town, sure. I also have a little hut that's pretty comfortable and safe.
Well, we're not gonna walk 100 miles to to a town and
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
in one day.
And it's like mid-afternoon by the time you got to the mountain.
Yes. So, like, we'll walk, what, 15 miles? That's probably.
We can walk towards.
This town. Oh.
Want to head back to Sharmid?
Shortmid.
Yeah, we'll head in that direction.
I'm just gonna ask the raccoon, like, while we're walking before we find a safe spot to camp. If it senses anything, I'm gonna have it do a watch for us while, or no, because we have the hut.
Yeah.
How long does
I mean,
it
it would
last?
still be good to know.
The raccoon disappears at the next dawn, so it'll disappear in the morning.
Sad.
It sits on your shoulder, chattering away.
Yeah, I'll feed it snacks and stuff. I'll feed it some of the elk meat.
Does anyone have identify?
No.
Darn it! I had that in the last game, and I never used the dang thing. This time I thought I'll never use that, so I didn't.
I don't think so.
Nope.
So you can identify an item without a spell by studying it for an hour.
Okay.
Just like using it, feeling what it does, and like, testing it. This can be done with potions and whatnot. So if you don't have the spell, then you can do it that way.
Just takes longer.
Yes, but we will end it there as you are setting up the camp.
Da da da.
Didn't die.
But
Somehow.
you got close.
Yeah, it was dicey there for a second, man.
Do you want to choose a name for you?
Oh yeah.
We had a lot of options.
Debbie
A
Downers.
lot of options.
Out of
The people who made a bunch of suggestions, you want to do a top 5?
No, you don't want that top 5.
I mean, I like that. I like them
Them
illustrious travelers. So we're the tits.
Tits up.
Yeah.
That fight went tits up.
Wardens against the infernal. Why?
Yeah.
Champions at Vaymarsh or Cat?
Yeah, champions of Vaymarsh.
Cat.
Cat.
I mean, you don't really need a name, but if you figure one out, let me know.
Okay. As we go along.